Hey guys, welcome back to Montavue. Today I have the July update. So this is going to be for the entire month of July, and of course we're going to cover the usual things like the sales, what we'll have going on. I've got 2 new cameras to introduce you guys to, as well as 2 new types of NVRs. So let's get started. First of all, we do have the hot summer sale. This is going to be going on from July 5th all the way until July 24th. That is going to be 15% off site-wide. So that is going to include everything from cameras, NVRs, packages, mounts, you name it. The only exclusion to this is going to be hard drives. So if you guys have had an eye on a specific camera for a while and it's just been out of your reach, that 15% off might just do it for you. So make sure you guys check out montavue.com during this month for that 15% off site-wide. Speaking of sales, we're going to continue on to the back to school sale after the hot summer sale. Kind of feels weird saying that so early, but basically that is going to start July 25th and go until August 24th. We are going to continue our 15% off site-wide sale, and then we also are going to dive into a couple of specific sales for some cameras, so possibly some PTZs or some 8 megapixels that we're going to throw on there. TBD, so we don't quite know exactly. It's a little bit too far in the future, but make sure you guys stay tuned. Again, that's 15% off site-wide for both the hot summer sale and the back to school sale. So basically 15% off site-wide for the next month and a half. Pretty nice. Let's get into cameras. So first off, I'm going to introduce you guys to the MTB8111. This is an 8 megapixel 4K 20 frames per second camera. It's really easy to set up and maneuver, and of course it produces a very crisp and clean image. It's also got a few abilities here. It's got a microphone built in for audio recording, and it has about 100 feet of infrared night vision, as well as 100 feet of warm light vision. So basically the dual illumination feature in this camera is capable of spotting a human or a vehicle, and then whenever that's recognized within a certain proximity, it activates the warm light so that it switches from that infrared black and white to a color mode, and you guys get a much better image of who's on camera for better identification purposes, and possibly for a little bit of active deterrence as well, because if somebody sees this light pop on, they're probably going to be less inclined to keep doing whatever they're doing. An IP67 rated ingress protection, so they can go outside, inside. It's really just a camera for really all around. Fantastic and super affordable. Next up, I want to talk about the floodlight camera. So this one is the MTFL4098-Wi-Fi, and we have had a previous iteration of the floodlight camera before. However, this one is much improved. So like the previous one, it is wireless, so it's a lot like the doorbell, where you actually set it up through the Montavue Go application, and you actually plug it in through a power outlet. And this one I've got rigged up through a classic power connection, but you can also connect it to something like a transformer, like your guys' doorbell is connected to, if you guys have something more like on your garage that's more applicable to that. So anyways, it's super easy to hook up, doesn't take an electrician to do it. And once you guys get this going, it connects wirelessly to your guys' router. So as long as you guys have Wi-Fi internet at your house, you guys can hook this up to it without any problems. The setup is super easy, and of course we will be coming out with a video update in the future, specifically going over how to install this. So if you guys are interested in getting this camera, make sure you guys subscribe down below, and that way you guys get notified once we come out with the how-to video for the floodlight camera. So the floodlights, they're very powerful. They go to about 200 feet, and they also have the ability to do warm or cool lights, so it's kind of a bluish one for the cool, and the warm lights are more of your classic orangish light. It has AISMD, which is artificial intelligence, smart motion detect, and that's where it picks up humans and vehicles versus every other moving object, and this way it can notify you guys only when there's something really serious going on. It eliminates false notifications pretty much altogether. And also it has the ability to flip on these lights if it picks up a human in its presence. So that's really nice for maybe scaring somebody away, or just really getting a fantastic shot of who's in your proximity. So a couple of extra features. It has 2-way audio, so it's got a microphone built in as well as a speaker, which means you guys can have active deterrence features built in like a siren, or you guys can jump on the app and through your phone, whether you guys are at work or you're at home and somebody rings your guys' doorbell or gets sensed by this thing, you can jump on there and actually talk to them if you need to. So that about covers it for the floodlight camera. And the last thing I want to get into is the 2 new NVRs that we have. So we are moving on to a 6 series 64 channel NVR, and we also have a 6 series 128 channel NVR. So both of these obviously can handle 64 cameras and 128 cameras respectively. And then in addition to that, they're going to have things like 4 HDMI ports on the back, which means you guys can have 4 unique screens hooked up to that. So you can have any combination of cameras that you'd like, and it really sets a nice customization for multiple screen type environments. In addition to that, it also obviously can handle all those cameras. It has AI components and AI features that it can put onto cameras that might not otherwise have them. And facial recognition, facial detection, it's got a lot of great things. So again, if you guys are in need of a 128 channel NVR, it's a pretty big job. We've got that available for you guys. And then of course we've got the 6 series 64 channel if you just want a little bit more intelligence and ability with your guys' NVR. So those are available now. If you guys are interested in anything I've talked about during this episode, go ahead and give our sales or tech support a call. We are here Monday through Friday to answer any questions you guys might have. As always, I really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out our videos. If you want, give me a subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the like and comment if there's anything you guys want to see in future updates. You guys have a fantastic day, and thank you for choosing Montavue.